This is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us. We have below zero temperatures in the forecast for the next several days.
We hope you're stocked up on that hot chocolate. Let's check your first warn forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Some of that or maybe some soup would sound good right about now. It's pretty cold out here, but at least there's not much of a breeze. Let's start out by taking a look at the live view from the Quimby Radio Skycam at Platteville. Skies have been mostly clear there for a couple of hours now as the clouds have moved out. Temperatures last night down to 11 below zero in Madison, down toward the Wisconsin River Valley. You can see temperatures between about 10 and almost 20 below zero. Elsewhere, temperatures were generally in the single digits to lower teens below zero. High temperatures today, right around 10 degrees. Madison reached a balmy 11, but we've fallen back to 4 degrees. So you can see just how quickly those temperatures have fallen with the clear skies. You factor in the winds. Right now, not much of a wind chill because there's not much of a breeze, but at temperatures this cold, any kind of a breeze will drop temperatures in a hurry. So wind chill advisories have been issued from 9 p.m. tonight till 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, west of Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells line. By tomorrow morning, temperature in Madison should be down around 10 below zero. Wind chills could be as cold as 25 below zero. Tomorrow will turn cloudy. Could see some light snow or flurries late in the afternoon with a high temperature of 6. We could see some minor accumulations tomorrow night. Could see some light snow on Saturday and then some light snow on Tuesday. But otherwise, the bitter cold will be the main weather story. I'll have more details in weather in a few minutes.
Thank you, Gary. Madison Public School students will return to the classroom nearly a year to the day after MMSD shifted to online learning.
But it's going to be a very small percentage at first, and the plan will take a long time to roll out. Jamie Perez tells us how that phased-in approach will work. Jamie?
Well, if you remember just about a month ago, the district said that this third quarter will stay virtual, but they said that after careful planning and consideration, they feel that they're ready to safely bring students back into the classroom.
We're finally at a point where we feel like we can have a safe return to our school buildings.
Starting March 9th, Madison kindergartners will be allowed back into the classrooms. Week by week, more grades will follow.
There is no plan that will satisfy everyone.
The district is confident that their plan will put safety and social and emotional well-being at the forefront.
We feel that all the precautions that we've set in place are sufficient regardless of which strain is circulating.
District leaders said they've been following public health and CDC guidelines and working with other school districts who have already returned to in-person learning to take what's been working for them and apply it here.
Everything from what safety mitigations they had in place as far as how students were walking down the hall to how they intentionally focused on social and emotional well-being.
Anyone who tests positive for COVID-19 gets reported to the district's health services team. A lead nurse starts contact tracing and makes a decision on who should quarantine. The school will also keep track of which teachers get their vaccines when they're allowed to do so.
As the state allows vaccination groups to move on to Tier 1B, we will prioritize our staff who have been working in person.
Virtual learning will still be an option for students who don't want to come back just yet. So parents within the school district, make sure you're keeping an eye on your email next week. The district is going to send out a survey where you will mark if your child will continue with virtual learning or if you're opting to go back to in-person. The district is really urging you to fill this out because it will help them refine their safety guidelines as they go forward.
Boy, such an important detail for families tonight. Jamie Perez. Jamie, thank you. Republicans who control the legislature's Finance Committee have decided to give more federal aid to school districts that decide to reopen for in-person instruction. State education officials had planned to distribute $65 million in federal coronavirus relief dollars across 172 school districts to offset federal aid going to poorer districts in the state. Republicans on the Joint Finance Committee voted instead to distribute money according to how many in-person instruction hours districts offer. Democrats say this move punishes schools that remain virtual. And Governor Evers will again try to expand Medicaid coverage in Wisconsin. His state budget proposal will also include more than $150 million of mental health initiatives, including expanding student mental health support, addressing the opioid crisis, and increasing telehealth accessibility. The governor submits his two-year budget plan to the legislature on Tuesday.
There's a new lawsuit in the state Supreme Court challenging the governor's latest mask mandate. The challenge was filed less than a week after the legislature repealed the previous order, and Evers quickly issued a new one. A prominent Republican donor asks the High Court to issue a temporary injunction. That donor is also behind a previous lawsuit challenging the governor's authority to issue multiple emergency orders. The state Supreme Court heard arguments on the case in November, but has yet to issue a ruling. State and county health officials have confirmed 821 new COVID cases today. That is about 100 cases below the 7-day rolling average. In the past day, 35 more people have died and almost 25,000 doses of the vaccine were administered. 3.2% of Wisconsin's population has completed their COVID vaccination series. That means almost 184,000 people have received both doses of the shot.
UW-Madison launching a new way to combat rising COVID-19 cases on campus. As of today, the much-anticipated Safer Badger app is in full effect now. That app restricts individuals from entering campus facilities if they don't have a recent negative COVID test on file. System President Tommy Thompson addresses some liberty concerns with this app.
Let's face it, everybody's liberties are going to be somewhat affected by this pandemic. Just the fact that the pandemic is here.
Along with getting access to buildings, students and staff will use that app to schedule a COVID test and also see their results. There are 14 testing centers throughout campus. The university working hard to return test results to individuals within 24 hours.
New at 6, Madison police officers have made a string of arrests tied to a string of strong armed robberies, car crashes, and other crimes that stem from an increase in vehicle thefts. Officers recovered 3 stolen cars, confiscated 4 guns, seized drugs, and made 5 arrests. Police Chief Dr. Sean Barnes says the department redirected resources to the car thefts issue yesterday. Coming up tonight at 10, we'll have more details on the special operation. Grand Chute police have made 2 additional arrests in last month's deadly shooting at the Fox River Mall. Sharina Willis and Ralph Ellis were arrested in Oshkosh on suspicion of harboring and aiding a felon. The accused gunman, 17-year-old Desmond Ellis, is being held on a $1.5 million bond for allegedly shooting 2 people inside the mall, killing one of them.
The Speaker's Task Force on Racial Disparities met today to discuss priorities for reform bills. Group members brought up housing and economic development, along with issues dealing with access to health care and education.
I think it's really important that we continue to entice, quality professional teachers to stay in that profession and to attract new ones, and also to invest in the school systems themselves. I'm pretty sure we've all seen the studies of smaller class size really seem to improve student achievement.
And he took a moment to also, at the start of the meeting, discuss a recent news story citing emails from the group's leader, Assembly Majority Leader Jim Steineke, who said the group was a, quote, political loser, and that he wanted to provide the illusion of being open to reform while making Democrats look bad. One group member said those comments did not sit well with him, but that they needed to keep doing their work. Steineke was not in attendance today.
The state's very first community vaccination site is just days from opening. Black Hawk Technical College will be able to vaccinate 1,000 people a week to begin with. Adam Duxter is there now with what Governor Evers has to say about the plan. Adam?
Yeah, well, the site will open next Tuesday to anyone who already qualifies for a vaccine. And today, Governor Tony Evers got an in-person look at effectively what is the pilot program for a community testing site here in Wisconsin. And while Black Hawk Tech will get about 200 vaccines each day, totaling 1,000 a week, the group actually administering the vaccines is outsourced. It's called AMI, which is a third-party medical company based in Virginia. Governor Evers says it's the first step the state will have to take to get everyone vaccinated.
We need to continue to have, even if it's slow growth from the federal government, we need to have more, and that's why this site will start slow and smaller, and hopefully as things go forward, we'll get more and more supplies to this site, and then as that grows, we can have more and more sites across the country, or excuse me, the state.
This is the first of a number of clinics just like this one the state plans to open in the coming months. And vaccines here will be appointment only. So to find out if you qualify, you can visit our website, channel3000.com.
Still to come next at 6, all the mask wearing, social distancing, and staying home has helped keep influenza case numbers down. We'll hear from health officials about just how low those are.
President's Day weekend appliance blowout is on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save big on the top brands. Plus, get guaranteed delivery in 5 days or less on in-stock appliances and no interest financing for 18 months at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Minwax makes it so easy to make wood beautiful. Once you get started, you won't want to stop. Keep on finishing with Minwax, America's #1 selling interior stain.
Are you sick of the areas of your home being cold in the winter or hot in the summer? Your house is a complete system of components that need to work together, similar to the human body. Just like us, your home needs to breathe too. If we're letting our home breathe fresh air, we'll be healthier and regulate our temperature better. Wouldn't it be great if we could show you all the areas needing improvement in just minutes without tearing the house apart? That is what our thermal imaging does for you. It will show the temperature differences and areas of air exchange. Then you'll know what areas need to be improved. Just like going to the doctor, except these doctors do house calls. This will also help in preventing the entrance of harmful pollutants inside your house. You can now easily bring down the energy bills and have a durable and safe home environment with Fry Construction. Visit fryconstruction.com to schedule your free professional house call with a thermal imaging and insulation specialist.
The President's Day weekend blowout is on now at Ashley Home Store. It's the biggest sale of the season. Doorbuster deals up to 50% off. Plus, take bonus discounts off our sale prices and pay as little as $15 a month. No interest financing for 5 years. Ashley Home Store. You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
As we approach the start of flu season, health officials prepared for the possibility of a twin pandemic with COVID-19 and influenza. UW Health has seen virtually no local flu cases this year. That is a stark contrast to a year ago when UW Health had seen more than 1,000 positive tests for the flu by this time of year. Today, they've had just one. All of the COVID precautions people have been taking, like wearing masks, social distancing, and working from home, have been working to prevent the spread of the flu. And for the future beyond the pandemic, those practices will continue to work to mitigate the flu.
I think some of the screening practices that workplaces have done and systems have done, not asking people to come in when they're ill, really checking temperatures at the doors. I think for preschool settings and schools, that's been really important, and we know that those are major places where influenza can spread. So those practices should be continued.
Flu season can last through April or May, so we're not in the clear quite yet.
Still ahead at 6, firefighters are battling the heat and this extreme cold. We'll take a look at the extra precautions they have to take during this very chilly time of year. And our long stretch of alert days for extreme cold continues. Gary has complete details in your First Warn forecast.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
At iMart Express, we've enhanced our safety and cleaning standards so that you can shop safely and save. Get 2 pairs of glasses for under $40 and 2 pairs of progressives for under $80. Shop safely and save at iMart Express.
Right glasses.
Right price.
Right now.
At Papa Murphy's, we make fresh pizza that you bake at home. Because home is where the fun is. For a limited time, get the Heart Baker Pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
What's so fantastic about the fantastic 4-day sale at Denver Mattress? Well, that's 4 fantastic days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. 4 days of fantastic prices, like the Summit Firm, only $189.99. Or how about fantastic deals with up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets, plus a free $300 Furniture Row gift certificate. And the most fantastic of all, get 7 years no interest and free shipping. Hurry, the fantastic 4-day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
Needed Relief Day Spa and Wellness is a place where you can relax, be pampered, and revitalize your life. in a safe and tranquil environment. Our guests' safety and comfort is our top priority. Revitalize yourself at Needed Relief today and give the gift of wellness to those you love with a Needed Relief gift card, available now online. It's exactly what we all need. Needed Relief Day Spa and Wellness, Madison's world-class wellness spa.
Shop the President's Day sale at Grand Appliance for the area's guaranteed lowest prices on top appliances. Like this Whirlpool top-load washer for just $548. This Frigidaire self-cleaning gas range for just $698. Or this Samsung 28 cubic foot French door refrigerator for just $1398. Shop your local Grand Appliance location or online at grandappliance.com for these great deals and more. Grand Appliance. You make it home. We make it grand.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
The Duluth Fire Department had to rescue 26 people who were fishing out on Lake Superior yesterday when an ice floe broke away from the shoreline there. They were stranded in the frigid weather, ice shanties floating away. Crews got them to shore safely with no injuries. A similar incident happened last week in northeastern Wisconsin. 66 people were stranded on an ice floe in Lake Michigan. Right now, firefighters are working before the alarm even goes off to make sure their tools are in the right shape to save people.
Gabriella Becerra spoke with Madison firefighters who show us the extra layers of protection they need this time of year.
It's a real challenge.
A fireman's bunker gear protects them from heat.
The layers are the most important.
But it's the stuff underneath that keeps Joe Tiller warm when the temperature drops this low.
If I'm going inside, I probably won't have the sweatshirt on. If I know I'm going to be on an outside operation, I'm going to put more on because once you get wet, this is all going to freeze.
Fighting fires is already difficult, but Madison Fire Chief Steve Davis says it's a whole other challenge when their top tool can freeze.
Water that's constantly flowing has a really hard time of freezing. So when a fire engine goes on a call, they recirculate the water that's on that vehicle. When we go to a structure fire, we won't turn the hoses all the way off so that we always have that constant flow.
Now the water's flowing, but freezing on the ground, causing slipping hazards for anyone on scene. A lot of fires in the winter start right here in the kitchen. Space heaters and cigarettes are also common causes. That's why it's important to make sure everything's off and working right. There's no easy solution, even with all the gear.
There's always a heavier physical demand on our people during the cold weather.
But the department can dip into other city resources to make their job just a little bit warmer.
They'll free up a bus and we use those as warming shelters for our people.
That's where firefighters like Tiller find their moment of relief.
Not going to pull this off until you go into that bus because you won't be able to take it off.
I'm Gabriella Becerra, News 3 Now.
The Madison Fire Department asks that when you're shoveling your driveway, you also dig out a nearby fire hydrant about 3 feet on each side. If you are physically unable to do so, you can give them a call to come do it before it is needed in an emergency.
Another day, a very cold forecast from Gary.
You know, Eric, we are trying to make up for winter all at once, it seems, after unusually mild weather through the middle to latter part of January. But from our friends over at Climate Central, as the climate changes, the thing that we're noticing during the winter is that the coldest day of the winter has been increasing in temperature over the last 50 years. Notice back through the bitter cold 1970s, many years had their coldest temperature of the winter below 25 below zero. We had a couple of cold winters in the mid-90s where temperatures dropped below 25 below zero. But if you notice, through much of the 21st century so far, most of the coldest temperatures for the winter have been at or above 20 below zero. Now, an exception was 2 years ago. We got down to 23 below zero in 2019. This year so far, the coldest has been 18 below zero. So we're kind of right about here. But generally, the trend has been upward by 8.7 degrees for the coldest low temperature of the year, increasing from 1970 to 2021. So you can see as the climate changes, we're seeing the effects more so in the winter than we are in the summer. Over the last for the next 48 hours, our temperatures aren't going to warm very much. They're going to be below zero at night, and daytime high temperatures will stay in the single digits. And notice those wind chills remaining below zero all the time, even during the day. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Low temperatures tonight dropping to around 10 below zero with wind chills as cold as 25 below zero. Then we have some light snow from late tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow night, maybe around an inch of accumulation. Saturday we could see a couple of inches of accumulation, and another system could bring us accumulating snow on Tuesday of next week. But the coldest wind chills around 40 below zero will probably be Saturday night and Sunday night before temperatures start to moderate next week. So we still have wind alert days in the forecast through Monday of next week for the bitter cold. That hasn't changed at all. Temperatures right now already below zero through much of northern and central Minnesota, barely above zero in central Wisconsin. Wind chills right now, single digits above and below zero for much of our state, but out to the west, those wind chills are in the 20s below zero through parts of Minnesota. Wind chill advisories in effect from much of the area west of Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells line. Wind chill warnings up in northern Minnesota, northern North Dakota remain in effect through noon Sunday. That's how long the cold weather will last. You can see future track wind chills. They're going to be mid-20s below zero by tomorrow morning, and same thing for Friday morning, Saturday morning, perhaps closer to 30 below zero, and then we get into the Saturday night and Sunday time range. That's when the bitterest of wind chills will be. We could see wind chills perhaps 40 to 50 below zero in parts of the Midwest, around 40 below zero here. Same thing for Monday morning as well before temperatures start to moderate a little bit. Future track snowfall for tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, less than an inch over southern Wisconsin. We could see an additional 1 to 2, maybe locally 3 inches farther out to the east as we head into Saturday, and then more accumulating snow possible on Tuesday. Wind chill advisory in effect from 9 p.m. tonight until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning west of Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells line. Look for a low temperature tonight of 10 degrees below zero and wind chills at times down to 25 below zero. Tomorrow look for a high temperature of 6 above zero, wind chills staying below zero all day, and we could see some light snow late in the afternoon. Future track wind chills early tomorrow morning hovering around 20 to 25 below zero. Even during the warmest part of the afternoon, they're still staying in the single digits below zero. 7 to 10 day forecast. Again, that light snow Saturday, but nighttime low temperatures 12 to 14 below zero by the end of the weekend and early next week. Then as temperatures start to warm, we have that light snow chance on Tuesday. By the end of next week, temperatures should be up at least within a few degrees of average. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stoughton Health reminds you to protect yourself from COVID-19. Clean your hands often, disinfect frequently touched surfaces, avoid close contact, especially with the sick. And if you're sick, stay home unless seeking medical care, and wear a mask. From Stoughton Health, protect yourself and others.
President's Day means more savings at the Brothers Maine President's Day Super Sale. Get in right now for the sale of the season with more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We've got a lot more satisfaction for you at Maine, like up to 18-month 0% financing and free delivery to make life a little easier. Hey, there's more home satisfaction at the Moore store. The President's Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Goldman Cars is having a huge winter sale. Don't miss out on 2018 Chevy Cruises starting at $11,995 or $185 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2018 Chevy Cruze starting at $11,995 or $185 per month.
Goldman Cars is family-owned and operated for over 50 years.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Stop into Rubens today for our annual dining sale. Save up to 40% on fine dining. Rubens has beautiful dining room tables, chairs, and buffets for your home. Choose from sleek, modern dining imported from Italy. Solid birch dining in all finishes and sizes. Invest in heirloom furniture. Rubens has many dining tables and chairs in stock for immediate delivery. As always, Rubens designers offer free design service. Come in today for Rubens' annual dining room sale on now.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Is knee pain disrupting your active lifestyle? Stoughton Health and the Ortho Team Clinic now offer the Conformis Total Knee.
It's designed to fit the shape and contours of your knee, allowing for an easier recovery.
Stoughton Health. Get back to your active lifestyle.
Thursday morning, we'll update the snow chances as we head into the weekend.
And we'll show you a warm place to get away for a little bit and let out some aggression at the same time. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
The U.S. Golf Association announced today that Century World in Stevens Point will host the 43rd U.S. Senior Open. That's planned for the summer of 23 from June 29th to July 2nd. 156 pros and amateurs from the U.S. and 20 other countries will compete. And with 75,000 fans expected to attend, the event could bring in more than $20 million to that area's economy.
When we talk about showcasing Stevens Point, I mean, we're going to have tens of thousands of in-person visitors. We're going to have hundreds of thousands more watching through TV. And this is really going to give us an opportunity to showcase and show off the Stevens Point area, central Wisconsin in general.
And it'll be the 17th USGA Championship event held in the state of Wisconsin and the second U.S. Senior Open. Ben Crenshaw won at Whistling Straits back in 2007.
A World War II veteran got the chance to receive his second dose of the COVID vaccine today. Norman Rozic was actually born during the Spanish flu outbreak in 1918, and now he's dealing with another pandemic. Photojournalist Brian Messmer has the story from the VA hospital here in Madison.
I traveled around in World War II. I was with the 4th Division, and I was a first lieutenant in field artillery. About the only people in field artillery that got wounded were the forward observers, which I was. Well, this is the Purple Heart, meaning I was wounded. This Bronze Star, something a little above and beyond the call of duty, I guess.
He always talks about how he got the Purple Heart. He was on his way back to camp or something, Dad, to get a battery. Is that how the story goes?
And I was on my way back to get a new battery when I should have stopped and laid down flat, and I didn't, so they got me.
Come on in here with me. We're going to get you going here, okay? Thank you so much for your service. You're going to feel a little stick, okay? All right, young man, you are done.
I'm feeling rather proud of Dad that he got his second vaccine, and I can't wait to start getting my vaccine so that we can start getting out in the world. Well, maybe his great-grandchildren will be more likely to come over and visit. Well, maybe we can get him out and maybe going to a church service or something like that someday.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Wish him continued health. Let's go to Gary for a final check of this forecast.
Temperatures right now are in the single digits above 0.4 right now in Madison. Not much of a wind chill, but there are wind chill advisories west of a Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells line from 9 p.m. tonight until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.